Limit sharing of eating utensils. Practice social distancing and avoid physical contact. Sneeze or cough into a tissue or the inside of your elbow. Avoid contact with ill individuals. An ounce of prevention is worth a ton of cure. Download the free booklet at Scientology.org/stay well.
Now you did it. Are you completely insane? He's back. He, who must not be named. The man, the myth. The only guy in Ocala to eat his own weight in fried pickles. Twice. Now, you asked for it. Sorta. Live and in person. It's Tom Schmitz.
Welcome back to a Wednesday version of Ocala Talks. Right now, inequalities in education have always existed, and a critical factor of economic and social success is who gets the opportunity to read. The COVID-19 crisis and disruption of learning in schools has exacerbated and dramatically expanded the reading gap. Right now, we're going to bring to you an interview with former football star and author Malcolm Mitchel, where he shares his love of reading, provides tips and resources for parents and teachers to keep kids from falling behind during this critical learning window. Now, Malcolm Mitchel.
And joining us now is Malcolm Mitchell. He's an author, former professional football player, and a nationally recognized literacy expert. Malcolm, great to see you again. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me on. I'm excited to tell a little bit about my story and about some great resources that are out there for learning.
Absolutely. We do appreciate it. So thank you. Let's start off by telling us how your love of reading grew and why this cause is so important.
Yeah, growing up in Valdosta, Georgia, I did what most kids did in my community. That was play sports and not really and fully understand the importance of an education. Thankfully, through my athletic ability, I was awarded the opportunity to go to the University of Georgia. And in that environment, I had an opportunity to look around and kind of realize the mistake I had made. I realized that being an athlete was great. Only being an athlete was not so cool. So I really needed to find something for me to do that would help me become a better version of myself. And I stumbled upon reading. I realized that reading was the most empowering tool that I can introduce into my life. And that is what has helped me become the person I am today. And actually, it helped me become the athlete that I was also.
That's great. So how has COVID-19, how has the crisis impacted early reading education and how schools are addressing this issue?
Yeah, well, we first have to understand that reading is not natural, that reading has to be taught. And there's a foundation in which allows reading the opportunity to enter a person's life. And because of COVID and some of the challenges that came along with it, that foundation was disrupted. And we already had a learning and achievement gap that only began to widen rapidly due to COVID-19. But there are some great things that came out of this, and that's coxcampus.org. is an organization that provides these free resources to kind of rebuild that foundation for learning. And it's a platform where teachers can go empower their students. It's a platform for families to learn with their children, and a place for children to explore in a very, very educational environment.
Great. Now, are there any examples of parents or teachers that have been successful in this unique and stressful environment?
Yes, I receive emails often through my foundation and through my works with Cox Campus that families are reading together, they are learning together, and they're being curious together. And those three things are really important for early childhood development. You know, at birth, we have over 100 billion cells ready to connect. So anything that we can do, especially together with children or with our children and students, really provides an opportunity for that connectivity.
Love it. Okay. Well, what about some tips? Any tips that you have for families, you know, to help make working and learning from home easier?
Yes. And the best one is doing everything together. Reading together, learning together, and being curious together. Those are three great ways to foster that learning environment. I know as an advocate for reading that reading aloud is really important for children to understand the importance of reading, be comfortable with books, and get a baseline understanding of their importance. So reading together, learning together, being curious together.
All right, sounds like a plan. Where can parents and teachers go for more information and to get these resources?
CoxCampus.org is a great place to go to find these resources. I also have a foundation, readwithmalcolm.com, where we provide some resources. And I think the two combined, CoxCampus.org and readwithmalcolm.com, will provide a robust opportunity for this very educational, enriched environment.
Well, Malcolm Mitchell, thank you very much for joining us today. We do appreciate it. Congratulations, and good luck with everything. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
That was Malcolm Mitchell talking about literacy issues during the pandemic and how you can help combat them. Joe Martone in studio with me. Joe, are you ready for this weekend?
Weekend? It's only Wednesday.
Yeah, but we got to get prepared for this weekend.
Well, the bike week is still in Daytona.
Daylight savings time, Joe.
We got to roll ahead at one. Yeah.
Spring forward.
Spring forward, that's correct.
You know that scientists have decided
What?
that it could take some people up to 2 weeks to adjust to the clocks rolling forward or rolling backward.
So you spring ahead,
You
so
fall
you
back.
lose an hour.
You lose an hour.
So if you lose an hour, that means you'll be late or early for everything.
You'll be, if you lose an hour, when you think it's 6 o'clock, it's really 7 o'clock.
So you could be late for everything.
Could be late for everything.
That's right.
If you don't set your clocks.
That's right. So you've got to.
Although your phone sets itself and everything, and that's what I
phone.
use as my alarm clock and everything.
Yeah,
So it'll be fine. But that happens this Saturday night,
Yeah,
2 a.m. At 2 a.m. at a meeting.
I hate
when
that.
The
I
clock
gotta get up.
goes 1:59 a.m., 3 a.m.
Yeah, I got to do it I got to get up at 2 in the morning just to fix my clocks again.
1:59 a.m., 3 a.m.
That's it.
Today's birthdays.
There's birthdays today?
Shannon Tweed. Ooh, I love Shannon Tweed. She's married to Gene Simmons, but she was in a lot of those. She's like a B movie star.
Gene Simmons. Kiss?
Kiss, yeah. She's she was in a bunch of B movies in the 80s.
Is that the one with Okay.
She was in a bunch of B movies in the 80s, which basically she did most of them with no clothes on.
That's the B movies. That's on the other
Right.
side of the record, yeah.
Magician Lance Burton,
Really?
61 today.
Oh, my. I haven't seen him in a while.
Barbara Corcoran, who's on Shark Tank. She's one of the rich people on Shark Tank. She's 72 today.
Barbara, 72?
72.
She's skinny.
But you know who's 81 today?
Well, a lot of people.
The baddest man in the United States,
Well, you got the music behind
according
him.
to him.
He's the baddest man.
Chuck Norris, 81 years old today.
Is he? He's
Chuck
81?
Norris.
He's in good shape for 81, I'll
He
tell you
beat
that.
up both of us, I tell you that.
Oh, yeah. He's short, but I bet you can kick this high.
Yeah, certainly. Hey, I want to thank all of our callers today. We had a good group of callers today. Thank Joe Martone for coming in. And
Hey,
for
everybody's
weird
short to
news.
me, yeah.
Yeah, so, and hey, thanks to my back for cooperating.
Yeah, we
This is
appreciate
Ocala
that.
Talks, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source. See you tomorrow right here.